Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video, we will deep dive into the pull command of the Bodhi CLI. But let's explore a few core concepts related to LLM ecosystem that are required to understand a few things we are going to discuss here. So I have opened here the Hugging Face website. Hugging Face is like the GitHub for large language models. Just as you use GitHub to share your application source code, Hugging Face allows you to share model weights, data sets, and various other things. So if you typically explore a Hugging Face model repository, you will find files that are like quite huge in GBs, right? So unlike GitHub, where you clone a particular repository and get all the files and all the history of those files, you don't clone a Hugging Face repository, but you just download a specific file that you need. And to download the specific files you need the repo name, which can easily be copied using the copy command over here, as well as the file name. For example, if I just want to copy the file name from here, I can just copy it here. So using the repo and the file name, you can download the latest version of that particular file using various tools, including Bodhi and Hugging Face CLI. So when you download these files using a compatible tool, it typically stores them in your Hugging Face home folder. The Hugging Face home folder is generally located in your home.cache/Hugging Face. So if you explore this particular folder, you will see a lot of folders over here. This is my Hugging Face home, and I have a lot of folders and a lot of models, right? They're not typically the clone of the entire repo, but specific files that I was interested in. So the Hugging Face home is where Bodhi as well downloads and stores the model. So Bodhi leverages this rich Hugging Face ecosystem and does not reinvent the wheel. So when you pull model using Bodhi CLI, it downloads in a Hugging Face compatible manner. This way you can use the model files downloaded by other apps in Bodhi, as well as you can use the models downloaded by Bodhi in other Hugging Face repo compatible apps. This saves you a lot of local storage as well as a lot of bandwidth as well. Now let's explore another important concept. This is an open source library called Llama CPP. Llama CPP helps you do inferences on various platforms. It currently supports Mac, Windows, Linux, and a lot of other platforms, as well as it supports various GPU architectures, definitely Apple Neural Engine, as well as NVIDIA's CUDA. So Bodhi is powered by Llama CPP. And Llama CPP, given only supports the GGF file format, Bodhi also needs a GGF file format to run the LLM model. Converting from other formats like Safe Tensor to GGF is straightforward, but we won't cover it over here. You can do Google search on how to convert and you'll find it. Also on the Hugging Face website, you have many users and repos that convert from Safe Tensor or other file formats to GGF file format. So you can explore the Hugging Face website to find a GGF compatible file and use that when you're trying to run a model. Let's jump on to the topic of this particular video, that is the Bodhi pull command. So if you do Bodhi pull --help, so Bodhi pull, as the help says, it pulls a GGF model file from Hugging Face repo. It has two modes. One is the alias mode and one is the repo file name mode. Let's explore the repo file name mode since we already have explored Hugging Face repo. So If you want to download, if you have found a particular model, for example, this particular model, and you want to download it and you want to run it using the Bodhi app, you can come to the home folder and a particular file variant, quantized variant that you are interested in running. So you can come copy it, and using the Bodhi pull minus minus repo and then minus minus file name, you can basically download this particular model in your Hugging Face home folder. Since I have it already downloaded, it is going to not download it, but for some reason it is corrupt or you want to get the latest version, you can use the minus minus force command, and it is going to basically start downloading it for you. As you can see, it's a 600 MB, although it's called Tiny Llama. So I'll just stop it. And so using the Bodhi pull repo file name, you can download any of the model file weights that are available on the Hugging Face repo. Next, let's explore the alias mode. So a few models are really popular. Like for example, maybe like most of the time you want to use these particular models. So Bodhi makes it easy for you to download and configure these models with a single command. To see the list of these pre-configured model, you use the Bodhi list minus minus remote flag. If you do that, you will see a list of models that are like quite popular, like Llama 3, Llama 2, Phi, Mistral, Gemma. And if you want to basically download and configure, rather than knowing the repo and file name, you can just say Bodhi pull and whatever the alias name is over here. So I say Bodhi pull Tiny Llama instruct. Again, the repo, this particular file already existed, it didn't download it. Again, I can use the force command to have it download again. But what it also does is it creates a model alias in my Bodhi home aliases folder. We'll explore Bodhi home and aliases in later videos. But for now, just to conclude, Bodhi pull allows you to download any model weights from the Hugging Face repo, given the repo or file name, or if it is a popular model, we have configured it, pre-configured it. So you can use a single command to download as well as configure that model to make it ready to run locally. That's it for this particular video. In this particular video, we have explored the Bodhi pull command and how using the Bodhi pull you can download any model weights given the repo and file name, as well as if it is a pre-configured model alias, how using a single command you can basically download and configure it locally. In the next video, we'll explore the Bodhi home folder as well as the Bodhi create command. Thank you for watching.